The judiciary has been on the spotlight in the last few days, but not for the right reasons. This arm of government appears to be in deep crisis following revelations of high-profile corruption within its ranks. This, according to many, has damaged the credibility of the institution.
Once the tribunal makes a determination, and if that determination is to the extent that indeed there was corruption, then it affects the entire Supreme Court. In our view, the only remedy available if this corruption allegation is proved to be true is to reconstitute the entire of the Supreme Court.
There's a silver lining to all this. This Justice Tunoi case may be the case that makes Kenyans clean in the Supreme Court. And it would have been, in my view, good if Justice Mutunga was around to try to see an ushering of a new Supreme Court.
Some, like the majority leader of the National Assembly, Aden Duale, are even calling for the immediate resignation of Chief Justice Dr. William Mutunga.
Yeye mwenyewe anasema Wakenya wakikuja kutafuta haki lazima wanunue. Tunaambia nyumba ikiharibika lazima baba ajiuzulu.
The Supreme Court in particular has come under sharp focus, not just in the way it handled the Kidero versus Waititu election petition, but in a host of other cases under its jurisprudence.
The Supreme Court has been the body in the judiciary that has let down the judiciary. Yeah, if you look at all the cases that have reached the Supreme Court, most of the cases which have an impact on the social, economic aspect of this nation. Plain reading of it, in fact, if you read all the commentaries from legal minds, they have always let Kenyans down on.
This has led to calls for total overhaul of the Supreme Court, but with justification, it appears.
If at all there is truth in the fact that there was bribery, it means somebody must have bribed 4 people. Yeah, so it could be Tunoi, but there must be others on the same bench whose credibility comes to question.
But in spite of the cases currently dogging the institution, analyst Job Ndege believes that the judiciary remains in the right trajectory.
But on the positive is that when there is so much spotlight on a given institution of government, like the judiciary, yeah, I see that it's positive that the judiciary itself actually seems to work towards either clearing those allegations or fixing them. Yeah, so that's the positive on it. That whatever crisis there could be, there seems to be some work to fix that crisis.
That none other than Chief Justice Dr. William Mutunga has been candid about corruption in the institution has elicited praise.
He has done well. He has had 3 phases, and I'm sure he's going to end it strongly. Yeah, the way he has dealt with this Justice Tunoi matter, it came to him from what we hear and we read. He took some personal initiatives to check. And then he brought the whole JSC on board. He ensured that the people he and his team ensured that the people who are going to look at it are people who, one way or the other, are not linked to Justice Tunoi. It means that he knew that justice needs to be done to both Justice Tunoi and to the Kenyans.
And as the race to succeed him and others who will soon retire gathers momentum, analysts charge that Judicial Service Commission has its work cut out to bring on board individuals who are above reproach. This, they say, is the only way to restore public confidence in the institution, deemed as the last resort for all members of the public, irrespective of social standing. Eric Biegon reporting for Channel 1 News.